Equation of circle, part 3. In the first two parts, we have already introduced. If we know the center and the radius, we can find the equation of circle. We can make good use of the center radius form. For example, if the center is equal to 1 and 3, then radius is equal to maybe 3. I know the equation of center must be x minus h plus s all squared plus y minus k all squared is equal to, remember, it's radius squared. And if we know the center radius form, we can also find the center by using taking square root of the term in the right hand side, or consider the values of x and y such that this two term is equal to 0. We can find back the coordinate of center and the radius. When we expand it, we know the general form. If we know the general form, we can also know how to find the coordinate of center and the radius by using, I know the general form must be in the form of x squared plus y squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. Okay, in this case, I know d is equal to root -2, e is equal to -6, and f is equal to +1. Remember, f includes the sign in of the constant term. So the coordinate of center is equal to d over -2, e over -2. And the radius is equal to square root of x squared plus k squared minus r squared. It is because DEF is a constant, okay, it's a real number. For every equation like this, I can also find the x coordinate of center and y coordinate of center by using this formula. But we may not find the radius. Why? This is not minus r squared, it's minus f, okay? Why? I want to point it out that, okay, I know the coefficient of x and y so that we can find the coordinate of center, but we cannot find the radius sometimes. Why? Because radius, the formula of the radius is include a square root. If the values of f is very, very small, for example, it's very, very large, for example, 1,000. Okay, maybe inside the square root, this is a negative number. So in this case, okay, we have some special name for the equation of circle. If you can find the exact values of r, if r is greater than 0, I know this is a real circle. If r is equal to 0, that means the radius is equal to 0. We'll call this a point circle. How about if inside the square root, we cannot, okay, this is a negative number. What's the values of r? R is not a real number. So that we'll call this is emergent circle. So if we want to determine the circle, the nature of circle, for example, example 7.6, I want to determine it is a real circle. First of all, you need to find the center. Center is equal to -1/2 and 1. Sorry, -1. How about radius? Radius is equal to square root 1/4 plus 1 minus 1 minus -1. Okay, this is equal to square root of 2.25. It's equal to 1.5. It's greater than 0. So I know it is a real circle. And maybe I skip some step. For example, this is equal to square root of h. So negative 1 over 2 is equal to all square is equal to 1 over 4. Negative 1 square of 1 is equal to positive 1 and minus f. For exercise 6, maybe you can pause the video and check the answer again, okay, later. So let's read the question together. Find the range of the values of k. This is the k, such that the equation of circle represents an imaginary circle. That means the r, okay, is not a real number. Let's see how to find it. First of all, you may find the center first. It is because it is an imaginary circle. Then I know inside the square root, that means h squared plus k squared minus f. F is equal to a constant k, is a variable k. Must be less than 0 because imaginary circle we cannot find the radius because the r is not a real number. So that means inside the square root is a negative number, less than 0. So simplify it. K is greater than 5. Remember, in general, okay, we need to put the variable on the left-hand side, so I need to write down this step. Okay, this is our final answer. K is greater than 5. Page 13. In the second part of this video, I also want to emphasize sometimes we need to know how to find the equation of circle from different conditions. You need to analyze the question. Different questions, okay, we have different strategy to find the equation of circle. In general, the basic method is that, okay, you need to find the center and the radius. Example 7.7. In the lesson, I may introduce, and I have already introduced another method to find the equation of circle if we know the two endpoints of the diameter, A and B, the coordinate of the diameter. Then we have another method. But the basic method, okay, remember, if we want to find the equation of circle, I want to find the equation of circle, the basic idea is you need to find center and the radius. One strategy, okay, you need to scatter it. I know negative 3 and negative 1 and 3 and 1. This is the diameter of the circle. I need to find center. I know the midpoint of A and B is the center. How to find midpoint? Add them together, divide by 2. Remember, it's add them together, divide by 2. It's not subtract. So it's negative 3 plus 3 over 2, and negative 1 plus 1 over 2. So it's 0, 0. How to find radius? Because I know the coordinate of center, I can find the distance between O and A. Then done. Radius is equal to square root of negative 3 minus 0 square plus negative 1 minus 0 square, which is equal to square root of 10. The equation of circle. X minus 0 all square, that means x squared, plus y squared is equal to the square of the radius. It's 10. This is the final answer. For exercise 7, you will pause the video and do it. Maybe I don't want to go over the answer with you. I suggest you can write down the answer in your OneNote because I want to see what's your progress, and then let's discuss these questions together in the lesson. So remember, do it. Okay, and write down your solution in your OneNote. Example 7.8. The center of C prime is at G, okay, 1 and 1. The equation of circle, another equation of circle is 4x squared plus 4y squared minus x minus y, xy plus 5 is equal to 0. Part A. Prove C and C prime are two concentric circles. What is the meaning of a concentric circle? That means two circles at the center of these two circles are same. That means, okay, this is C prime, if this is the center. Okay, this is the circle C. The center are on the same point. That means you need to find the center of C. Remember, this is not the general form. So, if I were you, you need to change to general form by divide by 4 for all the terms. So, negative 2x minus 2y plus 5 over 4 is equal to 0. Then I know the center. The center of C is equal to negative 2 over negative 2, negative 2 over negative 2. Although the answer is obvious, but because I need to prove it, I need to write down all the steps. Maybe some of you can jump to the answer directly because I need to prove it, so I need to show all the steps, which is equal to point G, the coordinate of C and C prime are two concentric circles. Part B, if the radius of C prime is 2 times that of C, ask you to find the equation of circle of C prime. I know the center, the coordinate of center of C prime. That means you need to find the radius. So radius of C is equal to square root of 1 square plus 1 square minus 5 over 4. This is equal to square root 3 over 4. So the radius of C prime is equal to 2 times square root of 3 over 4 is equal to square root of 3. So C prime is equal to x minus 1 square plus y minus 1 square is equal to 3. Remember, you need to leave your answer in general form, expand it and simplify it. The answer is x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 2y plus 1 minus 3 is minus 1 is equal to 0. This is the final answer. And for exercise 8, you may skip it because we missed some information. Okay? The last example, example 7.9. Read the question first. We have 2 points, A and B. Find the equation of circle passed through OAB. O, that means the point of origin. A is 0, 1. So it's 0, 1. And B is negative 6 and 1. Ask you to find the equation of circle passed through these 3 points. What can we do? I want to teach you I want to introduce the basic method. That means for all the questions, if we know 3 points on the core, on the circle, we can apply this method. Okay, maybe later we can discuss more about on these questions. Remember, if you want to find the equation of circle, the basic idea is that you need to find the center and radius. You can also apply on these questions. Maybe you let the center, the coordinate of center is h and k, and the radius is r, and try to set up some equation we have, and then you can simplify it. But if we know 3 points are on the coordinate of 3 points on the circle, then we can use this method. Try to let the equation circle in general form. Okay, try to let it. Then you can see we have three unknown, okay? D, E, and F. We have three information. We can make use of this three information to eliminate and find the values of this unknown. What can we do? We can substitute. Because I know this coordinate satisfy these equations. So it's -6 all square plus 1 square plus D times -6 plus E plus F is equal to 0. So -6D plus E plus F is equal to, I put all the all the constant term to the right hand side, is equal to -37. This is equation 1. You can see we have one equation, 3 unknown. Then what can we do? Okay, maybe you can substitute another point to the circle. I know 0 plus 1 plus E plus F is equal to 0. Simplify it. This is equation 2. You can see we have two equations. The last equation we can substitute 0, 0 into the equation. In general, I will use, after you change to this form, I will use equation 1 minus equation 2. You can subtract F. Because F is a constant term. In general, after subtraction, you can eliminate. You can find one equation with D and E only. But luckily, because we have point 0, 0, try to substitute into the equations. You can see this question is very simple because 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus F is equal to 0. We can conclude F is equal to 0. Then you can substitute this information into 2. I know E is equal to -1. Then you can find -6D minus 1 plus 0 is equal to -47. Then add 1 divided by, so D is equal to 6. After you finding the values of D, E, F, done, because I can find the equation of circle. So the equation of circle is equal to x squared plus y squared plus 6x minus E is equal, minus y is equal to 0. Okay, part B, not very difficult, so I don't want to go for it because the main idea is that how to find the equation of circle if we know 3 points of the circle. How to determine O, A, B, and C are consecutive. That means you need to substitute back, substitute into the equation to see. C is on the circle. If C is on the circle, that means this 4 point is consecutive. If no, that means C, O, A, B, C are not consecutive. You may do the for exercise 9. Same idea. I hope you can finish it and then submit on your OneNote. I want to have a quick note on these 2 questions before the lesson.